What happens when trust is gone? I'm Tim Greenwood, and this is Windows on the Word. What happens when trust is gone? I'm not talking about a friend or a loved one violating your trust one too many times. I'm talking about no one trusting anybody ever again. What you say, that can't happen here? Well, it's happening, and it's been incrementally happening for decades, and it's just about to reach the point of no return. Don't believe it? Okay, let's play Who Do You Trust? Do you trust the current president? What about the vice president? House of Representatives? Senate? IRS? Do you trust judges? What about the Supreme Court? Homeland Security? FEMA? How about the FBI? How about your entire federal and state governments? Oh yeah, what about the mainstream media? CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC, and on and on. What about state and local police? City councils? What about all of your immediate neighbors? Okay, what about the post office? How about your local school board? Oh, and this is a new one. What about your voting booth or the people that count your vote? Now, I could go on, but it gets kind of personal from here, so I won't do that. Every one of the above groups and institutions used to be trusted by the majority of the citizens of these United States. I believe that the erosion of trust is one of the greatest existential threats of mankind today. You see, trust is on trial. Jesus posed this question: when the Son of Man is come again, will he find any faith or trust on the earth? You see, faith is the result of confident trust. Satan, as we know, only comes around with the intent to steal, kill, and destroy. And one of his favorite tactics is divide and conquer. When I see a group of people here in the United States, I don't see whites and blacks and other races. I see Americans. Not hyphenated Americans, but just Americans. And in the church, I just see Christians or potential Christians. The devil seeks to divide us by color, gender, affiliation, sect, religion, and then sow distrust among each other, because he knows that united we stand, but divided we fall. And as we know, or should know, socialism now poses a direct threat and present danger to the church and religious freedoms. History has shown that an implosion of trust can lead to total socialism. Therefore, we, as Christians, have to deal with this trust issue. But how do we do that? The concept of good faith is being lost, ignored, and canceled everywhere by nearly everyone. Whereas operating in good faith is something that everyone, everywhere should do, teach, and demand from others. Perhaps I should have said expect from others, but when dealing with people, one can only expect what they inspect. What does this mean in application? It means that you should always say what you mean, always mean what you say. It means that if you make any type of commitment, written, verbal, implied, that you'll keep your word, no matter what. It means that since your good word is the basis of your good reputation, that you consider every commitment to be a good faith contractual relationship, and that you also teach good faith and demand that others operate in good faith in relationship to you. Look, I believe that the only reason that a person doesn't love me is because they either don't know me or they don't know my good reputation. Or, due to some spirit of division, they disrespect both me and my good reputation. And I guess it could be due to that person's fear of being hurt by someone that has operated in bad faith in their past. Romans 10:17 says that good faith comes from repeatedly hearing the good word and good reputation of God. And likewise, folks who repeatedly hear of your good word and your good reputation will know that you always operate in good faith too, and that you demand that others treat you the same way that you treat them. How can you demand that others operate in good faith? Now, God designed human beings with the natural need to place that trust into something or someone, but God's actual desire was for them to place that trust in Him. So, before God created man, He created a thing called good faith contractual relationship, or what the King James Version calls faith. The God kind of faith, based upon the God kind of love. Every human committed relationship of every kind at its foundation is contractual with benefits and at least implied obligations. But not every so-called relationship is committed, because without commitment there is no contractual relationship. Therefore, before you enter into any kind of relationship, be that business, personal, or otherwise, it would behoove you to require evidence of, or someone to vouch for, their good relationship of operating in good faith. Because when all parties of a community operate in good faith, then that's when trust is restored. So what happens when trust is gone? When good faith or trust breaks down, is lost, ignored, culture canceled, every type of relationship of every kind eventually breaks down to selfish, loveless, chaotic, and every man for himself brutality, which is what Jesus was referring to in Luke 17:26 when He said at the end times it would become as it was in the days of Noah, in the last 50 years prior to the flood. So what can you do? Become more like Jesus and constantly and consistently operate in good faith. Teach good faith and demand that others operate in good faith within your realm of influence. Hey, thanks for joining us for this video. We can stay connected if you subscribe. You can be notified when the next Windows on the Word video is released. So just click on the subscribe link, click on the like button, and click on the notify bell here on the screen. And please share this video with others.